Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Wednesday afternoon. How's everybody doing? I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to see this. 5.8 cent Dogecoin, Bitcoin dipping below 27K, down at 26.7. We'll be talking about lower lows in a minute. But that's what we've got. And a warning or two to talk about. And then we'll talk about where do we go from here? Because that's what you guys mainly want to know, right? Where are we going to go from here? And a few other things that are going on in crypto. So let me drop down here in the corner and say welcome. And let's get back to the Doge chart and let's see what happened here. A breakdown. We had a breakdown this morning following the other day when we fell below 6 cents, and then we're trying to hold 5.9, and it just couldn't do that as well. So that's pretty tough. So we're going to get wrapped into the news. We'll be coming back and forth to the charts and looking at things on the charts and how they were telling a story, how I recognized some of those, and we had talked about those on previous streams and videos. And what does that tell us going forward? So we start with the news. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin trade mixed amid Israel's seizure of Hamas crypto accounts. So yeah, it's interesting that they were holding crypto on Binance or something associated with Binance. And so Israel reached out to Binance and said, hey, they've got some crypto accounts. Can you freeze them? And Binance did. So that's kind of interesting that they weren't holding their crypto in their own wallets, but they had it sitting on an exchange. Kind of interesting. We'll be talking more about wallets in just a minute as well. But yeah, I don't know about this ETH collapse by the year end. I don't believe that. And, Ben Cohen and continuing to talk about this total Ethereum dump and what do we have in the Ethereum Bitcoin today. We had the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. Well, ETH was trading up versus Bitcoin today. So again, that's a short term, just looking in the short term. But we know how Ben goes off and talks about Bitcoin dominance and how ETH is going to continue to bleed out against Bitcoin. I don't believe that whole narrative. I think ETH is just going through a little bit of a tough time, but this is a bear market. And as we see in bear markets, some things drop a little more than others, and some things are holding on pretty well. So we'll be talking more about that. But for Dogecoin, 7-day average for daily transactions is down to 37,300. It's down 98% from where it was in June. So what's going on with Doge? Why isn't Doge having transactions? And personally, I think right now people are just holding Doge. Back in June, I think there was more transactions going on with Doge, more Doge being sent around. But now that Doge is sitting down here below 6 cents, people don't think Doge is going to be down here very long. And so they're not spending Doge and they're not sending Doge. And so it doesn't surprise me that Doge transactions are way down. Hodling. People are hodling. That's what's happening with Doge. And this price movement, a lot of it is a reflection of Bitcoin. And so the market makers, move the crypto markets. That's what they do. Market makers being market makers. That's what they do. You always wonder, right? Well, if Bitcoin goes on a big dump, why do all of the other cryptos go on a big dump at the same time? Kind of interesting, isn't it? Think about that. Kind of interesting. So, Doge falls below 6 cents. Here's why traders can look to short the meme coin. That's right. Monday, October 9th, Doge's price action saw Doge fall beneath 6-cent mark, flipping it to a region of resistance. Will sellers consider shorting? Not sellers. It's not the sellers who are going to consider shorting. It's going to be the whales and other big holders, those that can manipulate the Doge market. And we've already seen it. That's right, we've seen it. So we go to the 4-hour chart and we look back on October 9th. And here's that drop, big drop below 6 cents that we had. We'll talk about these squiggly lines in a minute. But we saw that big drop down. And with that big drop down, guess what happened? It couldn't recover back up, stayed below 6 cents. And who came out to rear their ugly heads but the Dogecoin shorters? Look at that. Huge number of short positions opened up on October 9th, and they're still open, and now even more are opening up. More short positions are opening up on Dogecoin as Doge is trading at 5.8 cents here. So that's some people with some weight there that are betting the Dogecoin price is going to go down even lower. So that's tough. So what are we talking about? Let me go back to the daily, and here's what we're looking at. We talked about this on Monday. I'll reiterate it again today. We go back to June here, and we had these 4 dips that just dipped below 6 cents and came up back above. So every time Doge was dipping below 6 cents, there were buyers. And the buyers were just buying it back up. And that happened 1, 2, 3, 4 times. There were a couple of them that were like over 2 days, but generally 4 times. The buyers came in, bought Dogecoin back up, which is why that 6-cent line was so strong of a resistance. And we talked about that, in late September. And I said, eventually what's going to happen is one of those dips are going to happen and it's not going to recover because all of that buying pressure that was there at 5.95 to 5.99 cents isn't there anymore because it's been repeated so many times. And that's what happened. We broke down on Monday the 9th and we stayed down. So that's this red dip here. Now, eventually, there were people down here at 5.75 to 5.8 that were buying. And I see Jason has picked up some more Doge on the dip today. That's all right. Way to go, Jason. Who's buying on the dip? Will this dip again? Well, if you recall, back in September, I did a video when we talked about it on the live stream of Changelly. Changelly was saying, look for 5.5 cent Dogecoin by the middle of October. And you guys were like, that's not going to happen. Well, again, here we were on, let me go to the 4-hour chart, zoom in a little bit more. Here we were on Monday, October 2nd. When the gains from over that previous weekend started to eradicate here, and on Monday we drew these 2 lines, right? We had the bullish line and the bearish line. And my bearish line not only dipped down to 6 cents, but then dipped down below. So this red line you see here, this red squiggly line, I drew that on October 2nd. I put a poll, right? Remember the poll? It said 85% of you said the white line, bullish, 15% were bearish. And I said, I'm feeling a little bearish. And I hate to say that. I'd rather just talk about Dogecoin to the moon and rocket ships and all that stuff. But that's not what's happening on the charts. That's not what's happening in the economy. That's not what's happening in world politics, right? It's all kind of not sounding so good right now. So Doge Bull 82 says 4-cent Doge is coming. Hiram says, been saying for months, Doge heading to 4 or 5 cents before any other leg up. Good opportunity to buy for the long term. But Doge Bull 82 is always buying. How's my boy doing on this glorious DCA day? Hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Because we know in the long run, right, there's eventually going to be a bull market. Bear markets don't last forever. A lot of you thought the bear market was over earlier this summer. Nope. This is an extended bear market that is just dragging on. There could be a number of reasons for that, from the SEC to, again, world politics, the economy, high inflation, high interest rates, recession, like all of this stuff, right? Just keeping the markets down. And all of that just kind of all put together leads us to 5.8 cent Dogecoin and Bitcoin below 27K. But if we zoom out on the Bitcoin chart and we look at the weekly, Bitcoin doesn't look too bad. That isn't a huge dump on the overall Bitcoin chart. That's not a huge dump. Yeah, we were up above 30,000 back here in July. But this is okay. We still have this 25,500 line. Bitcoin is still above that. This is actually pretty good. Now, are we going to see some more dips? I do think so. The month of October just not looking good in the short term. But overall, the outlook is good. Dogecoin chart doesn't look great. It's just kind of this downward trend. There's nothing really bullish yet about the Dogecoin chart on the weekly. Eventually, this RSI, which has just been sort of bleeding down, eventually it's going to hit bottom, and then that's going to be the signal for the bull run. So, Killuminati, it's a 4-year cycle, and I've been talking about it, and you just need to stay tuned because I keep talking about it. So it's a 4-year cycle. 4-year cycle. We'll get to that. Dogecoin 1M made money today on some stocks and put it in Doge. Made money today on some stocks, put in Doge 1 day. Yeah, 1 day. Yeah. Personally, AMC stock has been doing great. I've been making money on that. I'm holding it. I'm not selling it. Going to wait for it to go on another run, just like I'm waiting for Doge to go on another run. All right. So what else is going on? Well, here's the warning. Outside of all of that other stuff, which we could be seeing a further dip, but the warning today, which was on my thumbnail, comes from the Dogecoin ex-Twitter account. It's time to remind sheaves of the concept of not your keys, not your coins again. During this extended crypto winter, the crypto scene has seen more questionable activities from shady behaving central exchanges. Many decentralized swap setups that exist currently put users at risk by exposing them unwittingly to the funding of illicit and controversial social, political, and criminal schemes. Dogecoin stands for having fun, memes, doing good, community. Sheaves need to keep watch and keep custody over their assets whenever they can. If you do not hold the keys or phrase, those Dogecoins do not actually belong to you. So this is my ledger, Nano S Plus. Here's the little symbol right here below me. And I have a link in the description below if you want to go to the Ledger website using my link. The Nano S Plus is the least expensive Ledger hardware wallet and the one I recommend the most, not the X and not the other stuff, because they've got Bluetooth in them and other things that you do not need. You don't need them, nor do I recommend them. I mean, why are you going to have a hardware wallet with Bluetooth? Bluetooth is just another way somebody could get in and hack it. You got to watch out for the hackers. And using Ledger Live, and having this thing like plugged in all the time, no. You plug it in, you copy your crypto on, and you unplug it. You don't really, the crypto doesn't really go on here, but its association with the blockchain and where your crypto is what this saves. And then it's yours. You have your own seed phrase, which you write down, right, on a piece of paper, and you hide it somewhere. Don't try to memorize it, because if you forget, that's not good. Nano S Plus. You don't need the X. You don't need the other stuff in Ledger. Just the Nano S Plus. Don't sign up for their other service where they will keep your seed phrase for you. That whole backdoor thing. Don't do that. You don't need that. Take responsibility for yourself. Highly recommended. And the Dogecoin account here, saying the same thing. Be careful out there. Decentralization is in your hands, right? Stay safe. Listen up, sheebs. If you're not holding your own keys, you're playing fetch without the stick. It's like expecting to win the dog show without a leash, right? Crucial to emphasize the importance of owning your own keys, taking control of your coins. Let's keep educating and empowering the community to make smart decisions in this challenging crypto climate. Right? So that's the warning. I think there was another one in here that I thought was pretty good. Yeah, Raf. I would just use ledgers and not any DEX or exchange. Trading can be done wherever. Coins should be on wallets. So what he means is use the exchange to buy your crypto and then move it to your wallet. So that's the warning. And again, that is coming directly from the Dogecoin account on X Twitter. So heed that warning. So we have a lot of warnings today, right? We got a lot of warnings going on, right? We've got some bearish signals on the charts, in the economy, in the world politics, all of that going on. And just a reminder, the Doge that you do have, be careful with it. Be careful with it. So, yeah, I don't need that. And you can always follow me on X Twitter. I'm at Kriss. Appreciate the support. Always appreciate too if you give a like here to the stream here. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button too. I appreciate that as well. Jason says you've got the Nano X, works fine when moving coins around. Good for you, Jason. All right. All right. If I wasn't scared, I could have made 22 grand today. Well, don't be regretful of what you didn't appreciate what you did. That's okay, because you take on extra risk if you're waiting for that next move up and you don't know whether that's going to happen or not. So whenever you take profits, that's always good. And we will talk about taking profits in crypto once we're in the bull market. We're not going to sell at the very top. You're not going to get the top. It's impossible. You'll get lucky maybe once, right? But overall, so there are ways to scalp, right? For taking profits, to do the best you can. You're never going to hit it right at the top. I don't know anyone who sold Dogecoin at 74 cents back in May of 2021. Some sold in the 60s, but I don't know anyone that actually sold right at the peak. A lot of people regretted it a week later when Doge was diving down. Oh, I should have sold at 74 cents. Well, you didn't know, right? Just like you didn't know on your stock, right? Trading today, that it was going to keep going up. You took your profits. Be grateful for your profits. So, still DCA never sell. Well, Mr. Cheyenne, I never sell. There are times selling a little crypto makes sense. There are some times. Right. Sure. If you believe in the long-term crypto, like Bitcoin's going to $1 million, Dogecoin's going to go to $10, and you're just going to hold on to every piece of crypto that you buy now, until 10 years down the road, you can do that. You can do that. I'm going to scrape a little bit next bull run, and I'm going to enjoy a little bit of it because I've been in crypto for a while. I didn't take profits last bull market, but this one, I'll be taking some profits. Also, we'll be enjoying our portfolio. This is our Kriss DCA portfolio. Dropped below 9,300, so we're a little bit further down here in our portfolio. 10,000 is how much we put in it, and we'll be looking for profit over 10,000 and watching that grow through the bull market. So no more DCAing in this. The last bit that we got here was what, 588. What was it? 5.05885 was the last bit of Dogecoin that we bought for this to top it off. Dogecoin is 47% of the portfolio right now. That's pretty good. So we'll be watching this going forward. So the question, will Doge price rebound from what could possibly be 5.5% multi-month support? That multi-month support that they're talking about goes back to June of 2022. In June of 2022, Dogecoin dropped below 5 cents, hit 4.95, went back up, and then reestablished itself at 5.5 cents. So that is the long-term support, 5.5 cents. So as Doge consolidates above this threshold, its daily chart indicates a presence of lower price rejection candle, a bullish sign that suggests buying momentum is still alive and kicking. Could this be the catalyst for a notable recovery? So you guys that are buying Dogecoin here at this point, that's good. That's good. We will see as this drags on how much more buying pressure there's going to be. Now I hear from some of you, oh, I'm waiting for Dogecoin to hit 2 cents. Well, you might miss out if you're waiting for 2 cents. You might miss out. Now, if there's just some total collapse of the whole crypto market and Doge or Bitcoin drops below 10K, right? Then we could probably have Doge there, but then we've got bigger problems, right? Overall, we've got bigger problems to deal with than that. But overall, our Bitcoin is just, I mean, the chart doesn't look good overall on the daily for Bitcoin. Not looking good, in a downtrend. RSI dropping down. But like I said, the weekly doesn't look too bad. On the weekly chart, this isn't looking bad. So, but there's a lot of stuff to wade through. In the shorter term, Doge or Bitcoin is experiencing these lower lows here. So on these dips, each dip is getting a little bit lower. So not good. So not good in the short term. But this is just But this is just short-term trading here. Okay, what else we got? We've got Doge price analysis. Will Dogecoin witness a rally this October? Right now, it's not looking like October, guys. It's looking like Rectober right now. Not good. But will we see an October? Dogecoin gives a consolidation range breakdown as it crumbles below the 6-cent mark. Doge retests the range breakdown. A rise above 6 cents might result in a trend reversal for the Doge price. So it's going to need a little catalyst or something for Doge to get back over 6 cents now. And last night, Doge was kind of drifting up. We had this move up here last night. Go back to the 1-hour chart. Doge was moving up. It was following my red squiggly line. But then, yeah, it broke down. So it's going to need that big positive push. Something good got to happen. Something big for Bitcoin or Doge or something. But right now, there's just a lot of negativity out there. So we got to get through that. And then we've got our good friend Jim Cramer, right? You guys might have heard about this, right? Oh, Jim Cramer. What did Jim Cramer say? Here's what Jim Cramer said.
I'd say the vast majority of the hedge funds are searching for ways not to lose money, make money. I can't go out with gold because gold's not good. I can't go out with Bitcoin because I just can't get on. I can't be in something where Mr. Bitcoin is about to go down. Because I'm stuck here trying to find the Mexico.
Mr. Bitcoin is about to go down big. So is this another reverse Cramer thing, right? Where he's saying Bitcoin's going to go down big, but actually it's going to turn around and reverse Cramer is in effect? Or is he talking about our good friend Sam Bankman-Fried, Mr. Bitcoin, as just being like Mr. FTX crypto, because the trial isn't looking so good for Sam Bankman-Fried. Miss Caroline Ellison was on the stand again today, and she's telling stories about Thai prostitutes, Chinese bribes. Again, saying that Sam knew what was going on, knew that that Alameda was borrowing funds from FTX, and those funds were depositors' assets. And then there was this other thing that came in the trial where a couple of years ago, they were purposely selling Bitcoin to keep the price under 20K. And the Bitcoin they were selling were actually their depositors, their users' Bitcoin, and they were selling it to keep the price down. Wow. So there's a lot going on. It's going to continue to unravel day by day as this trial goes on. Overall, I think the crypto market is aside from this. I still fear some of the coins related to FTX, like Solana, may see the selling pressure as year after year, more and more of like the 30% of the Solana tokens that FTX holds gets unlocked and then is sold. So we'll see how all that goes on. But yeah, very interesting stuff that was going on behind the scenes, and it just looking more and more like Sam knew what was going on. Now, of course, right, this is all prosecution. When defense attorneys have their day in court, it'll be interesting to see what they're going to say and how they're going to portray Sam. But right now, the testimony is not looking very good for Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried. Now, Caroline is probably going to go to jail too, because what she was doing was illegal and she knew it, and she admitted it. So she's going to jail. Gary's going to jail. Sam T's probably going to jail. So there's going to be some jail time for these people, is my guess. I don't think they got any immunity by testifying here. But their terms aren't going to be anywhere near what Sam Bankman-Fried's is. Craziness. Craziness. Yeah, thank you. Please like and subscribe always. Yeah, Flow Finder, whatever Kramer says, do the opposite. Absolutely. Again, what he said on that clip was, it could take it a couple ways, but still, he's not looking to buy Bitcoin at this price. But if I had a lot of extra cash, I'd be buying Bitcoin. I bought it just a huge chunk of Doge at 5885, 5884, right here. So that was Monday. And so that's good for me for now. And of course, our Kriss Pax DCA portfolio is now all stocked up. If Doge dips a little further, maybe I'll scrape a few dollars here and there and buy some more. We'll see. Elon is going to accept Doge for X, Cybertruck, SpaceX. Doge 1 launch. There's a lot of catalysts coming for Dogecoin. And these are all outside of whatever Bitcoin is doing and the whole crypto market. These are the things I'm talking about right here that could catapult Doge in the next bull run. And it could be before the next bull run too. These things, any of these things could happen before that. The Doge 1 launch, a lot of people still saying it's November, but November's next month. And Elon hasn't said anything about it. So I'm not sold on that Doge 1 mission happening in November. You'd think there'd be a lot of talk about it going on already. So we'll see about that. I'm not ready yet for that. But yes, it would be epic. And that's what a lot of us are here for. Just waiting for those rocket ships to happen, so to speak. Do you think I'm wrong for holding XRP? We bought some XRP for our portfolio. So we've got 6.3% of our portfolio is in XRP. So we're exposed to XRP here. What's going to happen with the lawsuits? I think Ripple is going to win all the lawsuits. I think XRP will be fine there. I think XRP on its own probably is not going to have any other sort of huge jump in price like it had back here. How far did that fall there? Yeah, that was a little bit further. Let me just go to the daily and look at it. Yeah, so this was this date here, right? July 13th, that big run. I think that was it for XRP. We're not going to see any of those just for XRP alone, in my opinion. I'm worried about reading things like JP Morgan maybe making their own blockchain and starting to work on like cross-bank platform payment settlement, which is what XRP is mainly about. But if the big banks do it on their own without using XRP, that kind of hurts XRP's sort of exclusivity that it had. And people aren't going to be using XRP tokens for that if the banks are all using their own thing. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Cryptocurrency was ahead of the game on all of this stuff, but now that this technology is starting to get accepted by banks, and they're working on their own stuff, even CBDCs, testing that stuff out, that could hurt a lot of cryptocurrencies. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm guessing that this next bull run, most, if not all, cryptos are going to go up a similar percentage. Some may end up going higher because of some individual catalysts, like what we're expecting with Dogecoin. Because even in the last bull run, there were cryptos, there were altcoins going up that had no business going up because they sort of died out the previous 4-year cycle. But they went up anyway because general trading of cryptos just bought them up. So we could see that as well. And so XRP will probably do okay. So that's my little take there on XRP. You were thinking of selling for a loss and buying Doge. I hate to sell things for losses, but that's me personally. But yeah, if you bought some up here, in the 60s or here in the 50s, and now it's at 48 cents. I don't know. But if we see Doge do a big dip down to 5.5 cents, if you wanted to shift from XRP to Doge, probably not a bad move. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and I can't tell you what to do there, but might not be a bad move. Again, XRP still something could come up. Some banks or something could adopt XRP or Ripple and their whole system, which would be great. But I just don't hear that happening right now. Have not heard about the Fed minute CDM. I think there's been so much other stuff in the news today that the FOMC meeting minutes are just like, we all kind of know what they were saying, right? Going to keep things as they are, see how the economy goes going forward. They're not saying they're going to raise rates again, but they're not going to drop them either. And I think most of the Fed members were thinking that way. I mean, that's what Jay Powell said, when he made his last public statement. So Construct Wall says you need at least 2 million Doge in your portfolio. And I say to that, everybody has a different level that's comfortable for them. So depending on how you're doing financially and what you have that you're willing to risk in investing in cryptocurrencies or using cryptocurrencies, that's going to differ depending on where you stand financially. So I don't think there's a set number like that, but if you've got 2 million Doge, good for you. There's a lot of people that are targeting 1 million. There's a lot of people that are targeting 100,000. Again, it just depends on your own financial situation. All Tesla merch buyable with Doge, Cybertruck themed. Doge displayed after Crypto Twitter during Gigatex drone show. Yeah, I think the Tesla merch store needs to be updated. Absolutely. Right now, it only has the Cyber Whistle shown with a Doge price, and it's out of stock. And all of the other things that used to have that it was selling for Doge, like the belt buckle and the beanie cap, those are now back in dollars. You can't buy them with Doge. They got to do something. I think Elon's just waiting right now. He's going to do it all at the same time. And same with SpaceX merch too. He said that was going to be, you're going to be able to get that with Doge, but you can't yet. So I think all these things take time. And usually when Elon says something, eventually it happens, just not always on his timeline. So you've got your 650K and counting. That's a good stash. CPI report. Yeah, it's probably not going to be great, is my opinion. Not going to be great. So we're still hurting in inflation-wise, I think. So we will see about that. Your XRP average is 61 cents. Yeah, that's kind of the area I thought. That's where a lot of people were buying. I think our average on our portfolio is like 58. Let me see where our XRP average is. Yeah, 58 cents is our XRP average. And our Doge average is 6.17 is our Doge average. And our Bitcoin average is under 27K. We're at 26.9 for our Bitcoin average. So, and we're still up on render. Our render average is $1.45. And now it's at $1.78. We should have bought more render, guys. We should have bought more render. It's up 22% from where we bought it here. Oh, well. We were having fun buying a lot of Doge, buying on the dips. And the dips just kept on getting dippier. So, but that happens. That happens when you're dollar cost averaging, right? You're never going to guess the absolute bottom, right? Someone was asking, right, if we've hit the bottom yet. And it's like, I don't know. This could have been it right here. This dip we had right here to 576 earlier today. That could have been the bottom right there. And we won't see that again. Tonight, Doge could trade up and it won't ever see that again. That could be. Or we could see a further dip down to 5.5 cents going forward. We don't know. That's why you dollar cost average. We just used up all of our dry powder at 588 cents. So 588 to 578, yeah, there won't be too much a difference in that a year from now when Doge is whatever price it is, and we're looking back and thinking, wow, you got Doge at 588. That's awesome. Even though maybe if we had a little money left, we could have bought some here at 578. You don't know. You don't know. So, yep. You do the best you can with the information you have, and you can't regret. There's no regrets in crypto, right? You make the best decision on the information you have. I just hope none of you were buying Dogecoin at 60 cents back in 2021. I wasn't. I was not. I was just waiting. And we all thought Dogecoin was going to $1. And I held all the way up and then all the way back down. But I've been buying a lot more this year. So I got a lot more Doge now than I had 2 years ago. Time in the market is better than timing the market. Couldn't have said it better. Right? We're just waiting. And that's what I was talking about on my video yesterday, right? Was just waiting. So what was that video? The date when the next crypto bull market starts, right? That was my video 5 days ago, right? Looking forward to when the bull market is going to start. Watch that video. That's a good one. And then, is the bull run ahead? That's a good one too. So, yep. I just keep putting these out, guys. Telling it like it is. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to be kept up with Dogecoin, keeping it real. And all of kind of the rest of the crypto market, mostly how it applies to Doge, but I touch on some other things as well on their own. But Doge is certainly influenced by the rest of the crypto market as well. There's a lot of that going on. Henry asks, what if this is the bottom? Like I said, it could be not 6 cents, but 5.8. We could be seeing it right here. Today could have been the bottom. And Doge might not ever see this price again. We don't know. But right now, today, seeing this, personally for me, because I'm not buying any more right now, because I already bought back on Monday. Yeah, this is, I want to see it go up now. But for you guys that are still waiting to buy lower, okay, here you go. Again, will it drop a little more? It could. There are some who are looking at the charts and pointing to 5.5, 5.5 cents. And 5.7 is not 5.5. So we could see a dip down a little lower. That could happen. So Doge has a high market cap because it has a lot of coins, Henry. We go to coin market cap and we look and we say, here's Dogecoin in 9th place. It's got 141 billion Dogecoin. So at 5.8 cents, that gives it an $8.2 billion market cap. That's just because there's a lot of Doge. It's just the math, right? 141 billion times 5.8 cents gives you $8.2 billion market cap. Again, Doge was a top 10 coin 8 years ago. In 2018, 2019, Doge had fallen down into like the 30s in the top cryptos because there was nothing going on with Doge. Its price was like 0.002. Like less than a fifth of a penny. And there was just nothing going on at that time. But here's Doge back in the top 10. And it's been holding in the top 10 too, doing very well. That's because a lot of you guys and me have been buying more Dogecoin, waiting for the next bull market, in anticipation of the next bull market, right? Doge isn't going anywhere. Doge is going to be around. Some people saying, Doge is dead. It's like, no, not dead. Not a creeper or anything, but man, I wish we could meet and have a cup of coffee and talk about this stuff. I'm here 3 days a week. 3 days a week, I'm here. So this is how we talk. Is right here. So have any other questions? Love to talk. Love to talk. Bum, 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 bum. What else is going on? Are the whales still holding Doge? Yep. Whales are still holding. There's some shorters out there. Again, go to the 4-hour chart. And I'll show you, if you guys weren't here a little bit ago, we were talking about shorting because we had this big dip that we saw on Monday. And guess what happened, right? The shorters come out and they're betting on Doge to drop down to 5.5 cents. And here's the Doge short chart. And so that big green candle there are huge short positions opening up on Dogecoin. And now we're seeing this open up even more. Look at, even while I've been on stream, this green candle is going up. So more short positions are being opened on Dogecoin right now. So that's not a great sign to see, because all of these people are betting on the Dogecoin price to go down even more. So there's a little bit of a warning. Personally, I would love to see Dogecoin take off in price, squeeze those shorts out, liquidate them, totally liquidate them, and say, sucker on you shorts. That's what I want to say. I hope that happens. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. How long will bull market if it comes? You got to watch my video, Henry. Watch the video. The date when the next crypto bull market starts and I talk about the 4-year cycles and what all that's going to be about, gotta watch the video. And of course, keep coming on the live streams too, because I talk about it. Okay? Yeah, go watch that video. That's a good one. People forget Doge is older than Ethereum. It is one of the OGs. December 2013, Billy and Jackson created Dogecoin. It has been around. It's been around. Yeah, they said it would never go to a penny, and it did. They said it would never go to 10 cents, and it did. That's right. And there's a lot of them that, that are still think Doge is a joke, and a lot of the Bitcoin maxis, especially, they didn't like it when Doge was getting all of the excitement and going up in price and was in all the media and everyone talking about Dogecoin because they love their beloved Bitcoin, and they think Bitcoin with the Lightning Network is like all you need. I'm still not so sold on the Lightning Network, and I just think Dogecoin is a better use of cryptocurrency as a currency, proof of work, secure, safe, low fees, fast transaction times. I can send you 1 million Doge, and the network fee is like a couple Doge. Sending 1 million Doge. It's nothing compared to Ethereum, compared to Bitcoin. Dogecoin's cheap, cheap, cheap. And Elon actually encouraged the Dogecoin devs to make it even more efficient a couple of years ago, and they did that. And the Dogecoin devs continue to work on the Dogecoin code and update it. It's still an actively developing cryptocurrency. So, Executor, welcome. Glad you could make it here on the tail end, but timing is what it is, right? I wonder if Elon is waiting for the 1 year of Twitter. The anniversary. We will have to watch that. We'll have to watch if he's into these like birthday parties, anniversaries or something. That's a good point. Hadn't thought of that. We'll have to watch that and see. We'll have to see. That'll be good. Well, Henry, welcome to the group. Welcome to the group. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I fill in with videos Tuesdays, Thursdays, and most weekends, just to keep it up to date, what's going on. So glad you can make it. Can it go to 70 cents again or $1? That's up to a lot of people. And all of these catalysts we've been talking about with Doge. Doge 1 mission with SpaceX. Doge is 15 to 20 cents on that. So that's like a 3x from here, right? If Dogecoin becomes embedded into X Twitter as a payment, that'll be, that's equivalent to what it was doing in April and May of 2021, where you're just going to see so much buying of Dogecoin. The chart is going to look like it was then. Where that's going to go, I don't know. But we'll see. The Soak, good to see you. Good to see you too. Breaking that 6 cent, is it really a warning sign? It's bearish, definitely, Henry, very bearish, dropping down below 6 cents. And let me come back here. So this drop and not being able to recover back up above 6 cents, that's not great. if Dogecoin can get back above 6 cents and then bounce back and use 6 cents as a support and then move back up, I think we'll feel safe. But that hasn't moved yet. So we have to see. But I think a lot of that is going to be based on Bitcoin right now and whether Bitcoin can get back up over 27. In fact, I should move this back down to 27 here like I had. So if Bitcoin can trade back up over 27 or 27K, that's the new support resistance line, then Doge over 6 cents. So we'll be watching that. Thank you, Jason. Yes, Dogecoin won. I've got about 3 million Jasmy. We talk about Jasmy every now and then. Jasmy sitting down low today. Almost broke below 0.003. This has been tough for Jasmy. Not quite as low as mid-August dip when it did drop below 0.003, but it was close today, and we could see that this week. Yeah, I bought into Jasmy partially because of sort of the Japanese, it's a Japanese-based crypto, and it appeared to me that there's some positive things going on in crypto over in Japan, and we could see a good run on with Jasmy in the next bull market. So I accumulated some Jasmy. This is my average price up here is 0.0046. This light blue line up here. This is my average price of Jasmy. So a little down on my Jasmy. Not anything like people who are buying it in the last bull run up here when it was like 10 cents and it came back up here to 3 cents and now it's 0.003. But a 10x back to 3 cents, that would be awesome. That would be awesome for Jasmy. There's a lot of Jasmys out there too. So, but yeah, Doge. Look at this. I've been charting Doge all the way back to 2021. I'm doing all this charting, all this stuff. Yeah. But again, on the weekly, yeah, again, Bitcoin doesn't look bad on the weekly chart. Doge is still looking down. But right now, I just think Doge is going to be following Bitcoin. So, yeah, they call it the Japanese Bitcoin just because it's easy to say, but it doesn't do what Bitcoin does. So, not quite the same. But because I have a lot of it, I would love to see that really take off. I would love to see that. I'm not buying any more right now. Again, I'm kind of cashed out right now. You keep buying dips and then eventually you've kind of dipped yourself out. And now it's just holding. It's holding. Even though the dips have been a little dippier, prices are a little lower. I'm just holding right now. So yep, the Doge statue. Yep. Heard about that. Waiting for that. All paid for in Dogecoin. That was all done through Dogecoin donations to build a Kobasu statue. So that's awesome. Someone will probably make a Caroline coin. Yes. It'll probably happen. It'll probably be a stupid BSC token. Good luck. You've been dipped out for 11 months. Yeah. I finally got dipped out on Monday. That was the last I had. Was on Monday. So I'm now dipped out. Dogecoin trying to move up. Bitcoin just kind of holding steady. Not a lot else going on. So listen, folks, again, warning sign in this still bear market. We're still there, this extended bear market. And we got to wait for some good things to come out, particularly on crypto. And for Doge, mostly the big catalysts that are going to come. Are we going to have a Doge 1 mission in November? Again, until Elon posts it, I don't believe it. All these dates thrown around, people say, "Oh yeah, it's November 15th or November 17th or November." I've seen all those dates, but not from Elon. So Elon's got to tell us. That's the signal I'm waiting for. And what's going to happen with Dogecoin then? It'll be the first of multiple catalysts from Tesla, SpaceX, and X-Twitter. That'll be awesome. All right, gang. I hope you all are well. Again, I'll be live again Friday night, but I'm doing a later one Friday. It's 10 o'clock Friday night. That's East Coast time, Boston, where I am. So hope you can join. We'll see what's going on. Again, probably we'll do a video tomorrow, and then be live again on Friday. So hope you're all well. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.